The Sultans of SWAT are already making their presence felt as the early season returns are producing dividends for a number of Henrico teams. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. One of the teams that certainly fits the bill is the Godwin Eagles. Fresh off a dominant opening season win over Patrick Henry, the Eagles baseball squad set their sights on a very good Mechanicsville team. Godwin in 2024 now made it all the way to the state championship game and would love nothing more than to get there again and this time finish the job. First, they look to start off on a winning streak on the road.
And this calls for a SportsWire flashback. Don't have to go back too far. Last time we saw Luke Smyers and the Godwin Eagles state semifinals. Go to the seventh, tie game. Any run wins it in walk-off fashion for Godwin. Luke Smyers, take a look and listen. In his biggest hit of his high school career, and yes, that ball will see ya next time. It's a mob scene across home plate as Smyers smashes the Eagles into the state championship game. And now we are back where Luke Smyers, great hitter, but much more known for his pitching, and boy, was it on display against Mechanicsville. Strike him out, sit down, fastball. Here he comes again. No chance on that one for the Mustangs. Godwin at Mechanicsville in this one, and that had some heat on it as well. A little mustard slap of the glove. Smyers was dominating. On the other side, not so fast, my friend. Mechanicsville has an arm in their own right. Jackson Garland absolutely dealing as well. And folks, we've got ourselves an old-fashioned pitching duel. Pitcher's duel, I should say. He gets Smyers. That one's not leaving the yard. No score after three. But we go to the fourth, bottom four. Godwin looking to get something going, and they would. The base hit here by Matthew Hartsfield. That would set it up for this. Eli McTurk hits this ball harder than a Mack truck. It is high, it is far, it is gone. It will see ya next time. A two-round jam for McTurk. And the Godwin Eagles take a 2-0 lead. Huge hit in a game dominating by pitching. We go to the fifth, and Smyers still dealing. Swing and a miss, strike three. They weren't even close. Smyers, swing and a miss, strike three again. 9 strikeouts through 5 innings for Luke Smyers. That had to be over 90. Had to have been. Maybe 95. I don't know. Didn't have the old radar gun out. But again, 9 Ks through 5 innings, and then Smyers going to help his own cause. That dog will hunt. It's a base hit to right. It would lead to this. Eagles. They hit the long ball. Can they produce with the small ball? Well, ball gets away from the catcher on the high pitch outside. Now they got a runner in scoring position at third base. That means walk ball for the catcher. Throws to first. Runner from third's coming home. And he is safe at the plate. Smyers gives Godwin a 3-0 lead. And, well, Mustangs, they're going to put together a rally of themselves. Last chance, 7th inning. Bottom 7th. Go to the bullpen, number 5, Davis Golden. He should be golden as a pitcher, as a senior, and he will be, but that ball gets slobber knocked into left center by Dylan Bennett. And then little chopper, that's going to be fair, and that's going to be trouble. Now the Mustangs got a couple on. Later, Mechanicsville. As Eagles go to the pen again, that is outside for ball 4. That means it's bases are loaded now for the Mustangs as Diego Aguilera gets on base. It would lead to this right here. Ground ball to short, and Godwin's defense takes care of business. They start the season 2-0. Huge win on the road for Smyers and the Eagles. Godwin gets it done. 3-0 is your fun.
Meanwhile, another West End team has jumped out to a hot start as well. Deep Run won an impressive opener over Hanover, and after tackling Tucker, they took their act on the road, hoping to handle Hermitage.
We head to the fourth inning. Deep Run up 2-0. Sam Maxwell on the mound for Hermitage does well. So does his defense. The left fielder comes in and makes a pretty play on the ball. But Wildcats, they had their hitting shoes on. Number 5. That dog will hunt. A better throw would have had him, though. He did a nice job cutting it off. Connor Pappas with the legged out double, and it would lead to this. Go the other way, Mr. Carson Stripler, and he does. That is an RBI base knock, and Deep Run would have a 3-0 lead on the RBI single to right. So it would be 3-0 through 3.5. Meanwhile, on the mound for Deep Run, nice job, although inducing the walk right there, Will Frank allows number 14 to reach, would lead to this. Bunt to get him over. Not executed as well as they wanted, though, and smartly throwing to second to get the lead runner. Those are the little plays that make big differences. Striking out hitters also helps. Limit contact, strike him out, sit him down. And how about this for contact? How about this for a diving play in center? Oh my, we're going to have to see this one again. Number 9 doing the dirty work, Henry Jennings. Let's watch this one more time. Slow-mo, diving out. Great job tracking the ball, an even better catch. That is a top play nominee if I've ever seen one so far early this spring. By the way, not to be outdone, Hermitage. Little snow cone play at short. Nice job, defense here in this baseball game. Rearing its head early in the season. This time, not so much. That's going to go as I don't know if it went for an infield single or an error, but Parker Noonan reaches. That would be important because that would lead to this. It is high. It is far. It is not quite humid enough to leave the yard, but it is absolutely crushed. Vinny Porcaro. Oh my, driving home an RBI, getting a run scored. That's a triple, a 3-bagger to boot. And all of a sudden, it's now a 4-0 advantage. Deep Run adding on, RBI ground out, easy squeezy lemon peasy. Ben Arroyo drives home Vinny Porcaro, and around we go. Now Deep Run increases their lead. How about one more? Base hit to left. That's going to score. Number 11, he comes in. That would be Caden Staffenberg who scores. And then they got the second out. It would be 6-0 through 5 innings, and that was enough for Deep Run and this pitching staff and Will Frank to take care of business. And then it's just one of those days. Hermitage had some hard hits. They were at 'em balls. In other words, they were right at 'em. Deep Run, another win. They are 3-0 on the year. 10-0 is your final.
While Godwin and Deep Run have been hitting their stride early on the diamond, Douglas Freeman has done the same on the lacrosse field. Coming up, the Maverick men take on rival Godwin, looking to improve to 2-0. Plus, we hit the circle for some softball action as Deep Run heads to Hermitage. Highlights are straight ahead.
Here's another 90-second history report.
He was famous as any president, yet never elected to public office. He's Benjamin Franklin, the multifaceted founding father. Born in Boston in 1706, the 17-year-old Franklin headed to Philadelphia to make his mark. While there, he started our first lending library, but his true literary achievement was publishing Poor Richard's Almanac. Using the pen name Richard Saunders, he wrote clever commentary that is still quoted today. Franklin invented the bifocals, the glass harmonica, the Franklin stove, and the lightning rod. And yes, his research on electricity really did involve a kite flying experiment. As a delegate from Pennsylvania, he proudly signed the Declaration of Independence. Franklin was opposed to the bald eagle as our nation's symbol. He thought the turkey was a better fit. He was an ambassador to France and England. He served as the first postmaster general and formed the first volunteer fire company. His name has even become a reference for wealth, since he appears on the $100 bill. So here it is in a nutshell. He came to Philly and made a name. Inventions in politics gained him much fame. His experiments were shocking. His writings were bright. He admired the turkey, and his pictures are still liked.
That's Benjamin Franklin in 90 seconds.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. Freeman, Lacrosse at Godwin. Rivalry renewed. Mavs, very strong last year. Girls team, of course, 4-time state champs, and they're off to a great start as well, by the way. So are the Mav guys team. He shoots, he scores, already up 5-0 at this point. Evan Dyers makes it 6-0. Go to the second, switching sides, same results in the attacking half. Great pass, easy squeezy, lemon peasy. Number 22, Bobby Fishburne. He'll get the goal. Freeman continues the scoring barrage. You want more Mavs? Well, you got him. Take a look at number 42, Ben Rader. Spin cycle, and then he's just going to take it himself. Goes low, finds the back of the net. He shoots, he scores. And Ben Rader taking care of business, as are the Mavs. Now up 8-0 in the second. Mavs, whether it's man-to-man or zone defense, they were carving up this Godwin side. He shoots, he scores. Thomas Bernhardt, the midfielder senior, finds the back of the net. He shoots, he scores. There was more where that came from. Godwin's goalkeeper was busy, oh so busy. Save and a beaut by Luke Pagano. He gets the stop. He made more than a few. It was just that Freeman was on the attacking half. This time, Godwin looking for one themselves. What a blistering shot! And it finds the back of the net. He shoots, he scores. William Maiden of Iron knocks that one home. Godwin on the scoreboard, but it'd be 9-1 at that point, and there was more from the Freeman attack later in the contest. The pass inside, firing, finding the back of the net. And the assist giver on that one made it easy for Thomas Rader, who finds the net again for another goal. It's 10-1 at that point. More from the Mavs. We're not done just yet. Firing, saved, Pagano. Another nice one, but staying with the action. Watch the alert defense by Freeman. They get another possession, and just like basketball, like with offensive rebounds or a steal, you get another possession, you usually score. He shoots, he scores, and they do. Thomas Rader again. He might be something for 2025. He was last year as well. More from the Mavs, firing, finding the back of the net. This time, it's number 44, Wells Nunnally, one of the seniors of this squad. All Mavericks in this one, now up 12-1. At that point, they would score 10 more. Take this one 22-1. Final. To the softball diamond we go. Oh, have you loved the beautiful weather this spring so far? No, it was cold, it was damp, it was rainy. It didn't matter, though. Not deep run Hermitage. Wildcats already up 4-0. Pitcher on the mound for Hermitage. Doom will get the strikeout there, but then right at you in your living room. Lady Wildcats getting something going in the second inning. Number 1, Gabby Trapek with the base hit. It would lead to this. Ball gets away. Trapek gonna mosey on down to second base. And that would mean you got a runner in scoring position. This is hit high, it is hot, far, it is off the glove of the center fielder. Here comes Trapek around to score. She will. It goes as an RBI double. And number 12 going to come in as well after the big hit. She scores. It's Brooke Black. Back in black she is later. Another base hit for deep run. Finding that hole between third and short. Well done, number 17, doing the honors. Hope Tate also in the circle. Hope Tate going to score on this RBI base knock down the first base line. Yeah, that goes as a double for Emily Plank. Wildcats increasing the scoring. Nice job right there to take advantage of the pass ball, getting the third base. But then the pitcher doing well. Maddie Lester pitching better than the score would indicate. Gets out of a jam there. Still, deep run now up 7. Strike him out, sit him down. Hope Tate. She didn't need Hope. She was just good. Strike him out, sit him down again. Low in the zone with the heater. And Tate was dealing. Tate again. This time relying on a little defense. Got on that one, but Brooke Black was there. And harm, no foul, no damage. Deep run, looking for more damage. Runner on first, ball got away, so now they got one in scoring position. Number 21 takes advantage. Sadie Hutchins comes across to score. Wildcats up a lot to a little, looking for more. Strike him out, sit him down. Maddie Lester gets a strike up, and then later this is hit all the way to the wall. And to those enjoying the spring weather, clocking that one for a double. Deep run in business. It's number 1 once again, Gabby Trapek. But much to the delight of Lester and company, Hermitage escapes damage in that inning, despite that atom ball hit all the way to the fence. And then back to the pitching. Number 4 would take over in the circle, Emily Plank. She did just fine, thank you very much. Another strikeout right there. Wildcats in firm command. Strike him out, sit him down, and Emily Plank doing well in the circle. Hermitage, meanwhile, trying to limit the damage, but deep run with a runner on second, going to come all the way home on that pass ball. Wildcats would add another, and there would be a few more before the end of this one as Lester goes with the rise ball, gets a strikeout. She pitched better than the score indicated once again, but deep run gets another big victory. 12-0 is your final.
We have more spring sports action to get to on the other side, including ladies tennis, where Godwin plays host to Matoaca. And we hit the pitch where Deep Run and Hanover go down to the wire in guys soccer. That's next.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire Tennis. Anyone? Godwin at home hosting Matoaca. Matoaca's first match of the season. These two teams, well, they very often will meet in the playoffs. Two playoff teams most of the time. We go to the number ones. That was an ace that you just saw. Allie Hopkins doing the damage in the front court in the red and black, taking on Audrey Lynn in the white and black for Matoaca. She cannot handle that one. Point Mills, Godwin, point Hopkins. More from Hopkins there. That's not going to be returned. Another point for Hopkins. She was dominant in the number one. Switching sides now. This time it's Lynn on the serve. Nice job by Hopkins. Low and tight shot down the line. Matoaca has no answer, does Lynn. And the Warriors coming right back at it. Hopkins, Lynn. One of the better rallies of this match. And Lynn did have her moments for Matoaca. That was not it. Another point for Hopkins. She would jump out to a big early lead and never would relinquish it. Although that is wide and out. Point for Lynn, but Hopkins gets the win. We go to the number twos. Madison Musat of Mills Godwin in the front court taking on Maddie Laurent of Matoaca. Back and forth we go. Couple of good rallies in this one. Kind of a windy day, too, so the serves, tough to manage. Soft shots, tough to control. She gets the point right there, does Madison for Godwin. More from Madison. Really one of those matches in the weather conditions where you just want to foresee error and not make them yourself. Nice shot down the line, but a better drop shot, and that one just goes wide. Point to Mills Godwin. Madison Musat, and Madison gets the win for Godwin at number two. She would take a 3-0 lead and win comfortably at the number twos. 2-3 we go. In the front court, Trinity Banks. She got the point right there, taking on Isha Chinktakutla. And Isha Chinktakutla with the swing and a miss, strike three. Great serve. Both of these girls' serves, when they were on, were dominant. Just tough to control. Isha did a better job, although that point would go to Trinity Banks. Banks causing some problems, but Isha's serve absolutely dominant in this one. She gets the point right there, and she would not be finished. One more, Isha, you got her. That shot is going to go too far. Again, her serve was dominant at number 3, and because of that, Godwin was dominant in this contest with Matoaca. Isha on the serve again. This time, Banks, Trinity doing a nice job, but again, swing and a miss. And Isha gets the point and gets the win. We go to the number 4s. Valentina Pinto in the far court for Mills Godwin, and that dog will hunt. That'll work for a point. She was taking on Simone Thompson. Thompson on the serve for Matoaca. Good one there. Nice return from Thompson. Little drop shot. Getting her opponent off balance a bit. And it would pay dividends as they could not take care of that one. Could Pinto. And that would be point to Matoaca. But again, just like 1 through 3, match number 4 went Godwin's way, as did 5 and 6. Eagles win 9-zip the final. Wildcats at home, soccer style, taking on Hanover. Early first half action, no score in this one. Hanover with a shot. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy keeper with the save. Wildcats would have some opportunities early in the first half on the throw-in, attacking side here. Backwards kick right at keeper. Not enough mustard on it. Still no score. However, free kick deep in the attacking half. Keeper is right there for the stop again. And then Hanover got something going on a set piece. Corner, header, he shoots, he scores! It was Noah Hainline on the corner, and it was Joshua Seifert with the goal. And the Hanover Hawks would have a 1-0 lead at Deep Run with 16:30 and change remaining. Still in the first half. Hanover with another great chance. Guess who? He shoots, he scores, Joshua Seifert. Clinical. He's only a sophomore. 2 goals at Deep Run. Hanover would have a 2-0 lead late in the first. Wildcats with a chance to get on the board. Noah Koptish. Oh, what a stop by the keeper. Noah had it right on line. That would have been a goal. It would have made it 2-1, but a great stop by Hanover's keeper. More from Deep Run late in the first. This is sent in. And the header, oh my, just goes wide. Once again, Koppish with a chance, 2-0. Hanover at the half. Deep Run on the attack in the second. Number 24 with a shot. Doesn't quite get there. He was hoping for a foul call in the box. Does not happen. Deep Run. The aggressors, they have to be down 2 goals. Sitting back is Hanover a bit. Another chance here. He shoots, he scores! Jackson Robbins was right on that one after a beautiful cross inside to him. 2-1. Still plenty of time for the Wildcats to come back, tie this one up. A chance here. Oh, it looks like there's contact, but they don't call a foul. My goodness, it would have been in the box. It would have been a penalty kick. No dice. Still down a goal. Running out of chances are the Wildcats. Send it in, young fella. Stopped by the keeper. And Hanover would hold on as they get the win. Final score, Hanover 2, Deep Run 1.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on X and watch episodes on YouTube. I can't wait to see you next time on Sportswire.